So let me check though. Yeah, Shamala might hop on too. I sent him the link.
Come.
I know he said he had a little something to do, but
right, yeah, we lying, bro. Hold on, no, oh wait, no, that ain't it.
I got the Houston one. Yeah, I got yours too.
Okay, come on, right, yeah, we're gonna get it cracking then, man. Yeah. All right, Shalom.
Shalom.
First off, we want to start off by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I want to send much love unto the brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity. And also I want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And we're back again through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai to edify you brothers, Lord willing, on prophecy on these current events, man. And as you see, according to the title, we're going to talk about Icbm missiles and also the Cbdc'S, man. Okay, which is the central bank digital currency. And those two prophecies are two major prophecies that must come to pass before the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right, they must happen, man. And if you've been paying attention to the news as of lately, you can damn near feel World War III getting ready to happen, man. Just by what's happening between these major countries like Russia and NATO, right? America, China. This is real, man. That Nord Stream 2 pipeline situation, that's a serious issue, man.
Yep.
A very serious issue that's a buildup to World War III or the War of Armageddon, as it says in the Holy Scriptures, man. All right? So what we're going to do in this lesson is touch on the Icbm missiles first, okay? But have a few videos lined up. We're going to talk about the Nord Stream 2 thing and just how that situation, man, is just a build up to the War of Armageddon, bro. Because they're trying to, push that Russia, they destroyed their own pipelines, which would be crazy to do. Because it wouldn't benefit Russia to destroy the Nord Stream 2 pipelines. But guess who it would benefit? America. It'll benefit America because they will now be selling that natural gas to Germany, man, and to other EU nations, okay? But mainly that Nord Stream 2 pipeline was attached to Germany, all right? So what we're going to do is just play these videos for you brothers and sisters so that you can see everything that's going on, man, and talk about it in the spirit, So go ahead, brothers. You got something?
La.
Come on, yeah. I'll go ahead
with Come on, let me turn the audio up.
Yeah.
I'm going to mute myself out.
Come on. Yeah.
Let me answer the first question first. If Russia invades, that means tanks or troops crossing the border of Ukraine again. Then there will be no longer a Nord Stream 2. We will bring an end to it.
How will you do that exactly, since the project and control of the project is within Germany's control?
We will, I promise you, we'll be able to do it.
Now, if we was in a court of law, we could hey, it's a echo, brother.
You should be good now.
Yeah. Now, as you saw in that video, Joe Biden just said, look, if Russia invades Ukraine, there will be no Nord Stream 2 pipelines. He said we will put an end to it, meaning America would do it. And then they said, well, how would you go about doing that, seeing that it's in Germany's control? They said, we're going to do it. So if we was in the court of law, all right, there will be somewhat enough evidence, right? It ain't actual evidence, but it's a word of mouth saying that, look, we're going to do this, right? Like, Yeah, like if I say, you know what, I'm going to go shoot so-and-so, and then so-and-so gets shot, they're going to say, well, hold up. This man said on video that he's going to shoot so-and-so.
Straight up.
So let's bring him, all right, to jail in the interrogation room, and let's see what's going on with this guy. Did he really do it? Then you're going to start asking around, right? Start checking my cell phone, checking my whereabouts, tracking me, see what I was doing to see, did I really do it? Because I said I wouldn't do it. Now, it ain't mean that I actually did it, but I was advocating for it.
Mm-hmm.
So the same thing with Joe Biden in America. They openly said this,
Right.
that if Russia go into Ukraine, we're going to stop their Nord Stream 2 pipeline thing. And it's another video. Okay, but they have another video of them saying the same exact thing, bro. So from the looks of it, it seems as if America did do something to it. Because we had an article, okay, but I got an article showing that the pipeline is gone. It's destroyed, man. And that pipeline, it was covered in concrete, man. Ooh. So they had to destroy the concrete and then destroy the pipeline. Go ahead, brother.
If I can add, I got a quick precept. Because again, Joe Biden telling on himself.
Right.
Like you said, we're about to play another video, not just Joe Biden, but it's a woman. She gonna back up and say the same thing as Joe Biden said. Now, what the scripture said out of the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses. So, hey, we got 2 witnesses of their own people. Let it be established. But real quick, I got this for you, Art. It's the book of Job, chapter 15. The point is 6, but I'm gonna start at 5. Job 15 and 5. It says, for thy mouth uttereth thine iniquity, and thou choosest the tongue of the crafty. Thine own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yeah, thine own lips testify against thee. You got it, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. So they're telling on themselves, basically. You know? And everybody know, bro. We know through the spirit, man, that America has something to do with this. And now, where is Germany going to get their, natural gas from? Now, granted, the Nord Stream 2, 1, pipeline. I think it's still working. I don't know. I don't know if they destroy both of them. I don't know, but I know the Nord Stream 2 pipeline, they say, has been bombed.
If I can add,
go ahead.
Now I know I seen that, and that's the thing. We just gotta wait and see. But I know I seen some people say it was 1 and 2, but some people said it was just 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll wait and see what comes of this. But just to kind of clarify and back you up, you got it, bro.
Right? Yeah. I go over the video, brother. Just showing them the video of them talking about it, man. Because with them doing that, okay, with them destroying that Nord Stream 2 pipeline, they are just adding fuel to the fire to head to World War III, man. All right, go ahead, brother. And also, a shalom to all the Icbm'S on the coming board, right? All the sisters out there on the coming board, shalom, man. Well, Abakatham, shalom.
With regard to Nord Stream 2, we continue to have very strong and clear conversations with our German allies, and I want to be clear with you today. If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward. With regard to Nord Stream 2, we continue to have very strong and clear conversations with our German allies, and I want to be clear with you today. If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward.
Yeah. There you have it, man. 2 witnesses.
You know,
So America has something to do with it, okay? And Putin know this, okay? Russia, they know this, man. And this is why they said, look, nuclear weapons are on deck now for you people. They said, look, we got these missiles on deck for y'all since y'all want to play with us so much, okay? This is going to lead to World War III, brothers and sisters. Just one of many incidents that's going to lead to World War III. And that's what we want to talk about first, you know, these ICBM missiles, man. Because also we have another video, all right, of this Edomite describing what would happen during a nuclear war or the aftermath of a nuclear war, man. And the scriptures talk about it, okay? These scriptures talk about the nukes and the aftermath of those nukes, man. But we're going to play these videos, you know, just to show you, brothers and sisters, and then we'll get into these precepts, all right, of the Holy Scriptures talking about these missiles, man, and the destruction that they're going to bring to the planet Earth. Then we'll move on to the CBDCs. All right, go ahead, Doc.
and if I can add out, there's 2, as you were just saying, just to build upon what you were saying, and it ain't just Germany that this gas through Nord Stream 2 oil is being pushed through. This going to affect the whole state of Europe, all Europe. And you got to remember, these are the majority of America's allies, you know, part of what they're doing now. Again, like we say, NATO, EU. You see, most of these EU, European countries will be affected by what Babylon did, man. And well, allegedly, you know?
Allegedly.
What allegedly, America allegedly did by blowing up Nord Stream, maybe 1, but for sure 2. We'll see if it's both of them. But nevertheless, this is going to affect America allies. And if I could get it real quick, that Revelation 17,
go ahead, brother.
Let's go to those ICBMs, as you see from the title, ICBMs, man. Because America doing this, we all know, understanding prophecies, that it was going to be something Babylon the Great was going to do to push their allies to hate them, to push their allies to want to shoot missiles on them. And for you to want to shoot missiles on your leading companion who making you this money, they're going to have to do something drastic. Now consider this. Nord Stream being shut down, that affect people's livelihoods,
right?
Winter is coming. It's already saying expect Europe to have a cold and deadly winter, man.
Right.
Because of America's actions. Now, think about if millions and hundreds of millions of people die. Who they going to look back on and blame? America. So this all going to prophecy and the fulfillment of prophecy on how America allies go eventually hate this place and agree with American enemies to look, we got to take this place out.
Right.
The way America will be taken out, which in the Bible is classified as that great city, Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, is by fire. And
right.
What we know today is that fire that's going to bring all this is ICBM missiles, man. And I'll read this real quick, this Revelation chapter 17. And I'll start at straight to the point, 16. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, again, America allies, the EU, which they going to eventually be affected because of Nord Stream. It says, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, hate America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall burn, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. It's gonna have to be something drastic that America gonna do to have these nations want to burn them up, man, to shoot missiles.
Right.
It says, for the Most High have put it in their hearts to fulfill His will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And we come into the time that the words of the Lord are about to be fulfilled. And what that means, America got to be taken out the way, man. And we just seeing everything fall into place on what the scriptures already said thousands of years ago.
Right.
You know, that's it,
brother. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 6 and 7. It says, how are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevail against thee. They that eat thy bread, meaning they have America goodies, right? It says, have laid a wound under thee, there is none understanding in him. So those who are at peace with you, Babylon, okay, your allies, man, NATO, these other countries, they're going to turn on you, man. You're going to do something so stupid that they're going to say, look, you know what? We're finna bomb you.
It's enough. Enough is enough.
Yeah. You know what? Look, ho, we don't like you no more.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to turn on them, man. Not because we said it, the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
That's all I had when we get into this vid.
Yeah, in this video, we're going to talk to it, brother.
Okay.
We're going to play a little bit of it, and then we're going to just break down some points, and also get some precepts. You got some precepts on deck, bring them out.
Come.
Yeah, come. Yeah, go ahead, brother.
Come. I'm going to put myself on mute, so just let me know when you want me to stop it, all right?
Come.
Let's get it. But yeah, we got a few things, we want to play for brothers, sisters out there. But let's get into it, though.
Yeah, that's really title of the video. Right? You on mute, brother?
Okay, so this is the title of the video. Now, this YouTube page, as you see, is CNA. Right, just CNA. And it's an Asia news site. And as you see from the title, it says nuclear weapons in modern arsenals and their catastrophic effects. So what these weapons of Yahweh can do. I'll play it, bro.
The existential threat of a nuclear conflict is no longer a Cold War memory. With 9 states armed with atomic bombs that are an average 20 to 30 times stronger than those dropped in the Second World War, the stakes are undeniably higher. Now, only 2 nuclear weapons have ever been used in warfare when the U.S. targeted the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in August 1945. The 2 bombs, Little Boy and Fat Man, exploded with a combined destructive power, more than 30 kilotons of energy. Yet they pale in comparison to the weapons in modern nuclear arsenals. Despite the devastation and worldwide shock following the bombings of Japan, U.S. interest in such explosives persisted. And the B-83 is the highest yield nuclear weapon in America's arsenal. It's 80 times more powerful than Little Boy, and 650 of them are in active service. The global nuclear arms race reached a climax with the test of Russia's Tsar Bomba, a hydrogen aerial bomb produced during the Soviet era and detonated in 1961. Its force, 3,333 times that of Little Boy. Now, the explosion was felt nearly 1,000 kilometers away. 6 decades after the Tsar Bomba was deployed, no single device has matched its destructive power. The would-be era of super bombs may now be unfamiliar, but their power, if they're to be used, cannot be underestimated. Now, being at a ground zero of such an explosion would result in immediate casualties. A radioactive fireball would vaporize anyone in the blast zone. The weapons used in Japan leveled the land for thousands of hectares and killed an estimated more than 200,000 people. As for survivors of a nuclear explosion, radiation exposure can cause burns or sickness days, weeks, or months later, and then even years afterwards. Developing cancer remains a lifelong risk. In the Second World War, atomic arsenals were not abundant or powerful enough to trigger the feared nuclear winter. But now they are. One study suggests that 5 billion people would die in a modern nuclear war, as it would lead to catastrophic disruptions in food supplies. Climate models show in the event of a nuclear conflict, average global temperatures could drop by up to 25 degrees Celsius. And sunlight blocking suits in the atmosphere could wilt crops around the world. Now, 77 years since the atomic bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, some fear the risk of a nuclear confrontation remains very real. The UK's National Security Advisor, Sir Stephen Lovegrove, says this risk has increased because of the breakdown of communications between the West, Russia, and China. And given the staggering cost of a great-power nuclear war, even a small chance of it occurring is enough to get the world to think long and hard about what could happen if nations go beyond the brink.
For more on the consequences of the nuclear war, let's speak to Owen Bryan-Toon. He's a professor of atmospheric and oceanic sciences and a fellow at the Laboratory for Atmospheric and Space Physics at the University of Colorado Boulder. Professor, as geopolitical tensions rise in nuclear-armed states, we know that scientists are modeling the global impact of a possible nuclear war. But before we get to the worst-case scenario, perhaps talk us through what would happen if, for example, something occurred at the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant in Ukraine.
Well, nuclear power plants are reservoirs of incredible amounts of radioactivity. So it's not just the core of the reactor that's got a lot of radioactivity, but there's usually stored waste around it, which has several times more radioactivity in it. So, for example, the Chernobyl nuclear accident, which is in Ukraine, the remains of, released an amount of radioactivity in the form of long-lived isotopes that was equal to all the 500 nuclear weapons tests that had occurred before 1963 in the atmosphere. So you certainly don't want to rupture nuclear power plants. They're incredible sources of long-lived radioisotopes and short-lived isotopes as well.
And Professor, if an all-out nuclear war breaks out between the U.S. and Russia, I mean, I understand that between them, each got about 4,000 strategic nuclear weapons, but help us paint a picture of the worst case scenario. What would happen in the days and months following a nuclear detonation?
Hey, I'll pause real fast.
Two kinds.
Now it's a question she asked. It's a yeah, now pay close attention what she's about to ask now. She asking basically what would happen if these nukes shoot off? What would be the end result? How devastating would it be? Well, before he go into what he go into, okay, I'm gonna read this precept because the Bible already tells us how it's gonna turn out.
Right.
It's gonna be nasty. All right. But let me get this here. Let's just show you in the scriptures, man. This is Jeremiah, all right, real fast. This is Jeremiah chapter 25. And I'll start at verse 32 and 33. It says, "Thus said the Lord of hosts, behold, evil shall go forth from nation to nation, and a great whirlwind shall be raised up from the coast of the earth." And what is that great whirlwind? It's talking about that nuclear fire, man. That nuclear explosion after the missiles hit. That's that great whirlwind. Okay, they're going to sweep across the earth, man. But especially Babylon the Great, all right? It says, "And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth." So verse 33 tell us what this great wind going to do. This great whirlwind. It's going to put a lot of people to death from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth, man. What has the capability of doing that? Those Icbm missiles, all right? They're going to cause great death in the planet, man. Not because we said so. This is in the scriptures, bro. And this he's about to go into in his, little knowledge that he have about the nuclear destruction, man. But we already have the answers here, okay? The scriptures tell us how this thing going to turn out. It's going to be nasty, okay? But keep in mind, it says in verse 33, it says, "And the slain of the Lord." So this is the Most High God, Yahweh, through his son Yahweh shot doing these things, man. This is his will, as a brother read in Revelation chapter 17. Right, so go ahead, brother.
I got you. I'm going back on mute, dog.
Come. Share your screen, brother.
All-out nuclear war breaks out between the U.S. and Russia. I mean, I understand.
And short-lived isotopes as well.
And Professor, if an all-out nuclear war breaks out between the U.S. and Russia, I mean, I understand that between them, each got about 4,000 strategic nuclear weapons, but help us paint a picture of the worst-case scenario. What would happen in the days and months following a nuclear detonation?
Well, we've looked at two kinds of scenarios here. One is a war between Pakistan and India involving a few hundred nuclear weapons of low yield. And we've also looked at a war between NATO and Russia involving around 2,000 nuclear weapons of higher yield. And so the Russian and the American weapons, there's about 2,000 that are actually deployed and could potentially be fired very quickly. And the other 2,000 you mentioned are in storage, and it'd take quite a while to bring those out. But even a small number of these weapons is incredibly dangerous. So Russia only has 200 cities.
Pause it right there, brother.
People. The United States.
Just want to show that. So as you see there, it's a little echo, brother. You don't mind? Okay, yeah. Sure, yeah. So you see there, it says Russia got 6,257 warheads. UK, 225. US, 5,000. 5,500. France, 290. Israel, 90. India, 156. China, 350. North Korea, 450. They have nuclear warheads, man. This is not a game. But guess what? More and more nations are starting to develop those ICBM missiles, man. And it's the lowest doing that they have them. All right. Russia got 6,000. You think Russia fucking around, man?
Hey, and it's the thing. Russia ain't just got a lot. You know how they say is quality over quantity.
Right.
That's the thing. Russia ain't just got quantity, it's quality.
Right.
That's the thing. The Lord, man, look, Ezekiel 30 ain't there just cause Ezekiel got bored. He just wanted to write about Gog and Magog leading these other nations out.
Right.
And another thing, everything America did as far as their nuclear arsenal, Russia always topped that. Just for a quick example, you got it out. When America made the Moab bomb, they call it the mother of all bombs. In other words, this is the biggest and baddest thing that's on the planet.
Right.
Well, there it is. Errol posted it up. Well, look, this is the thing. Russia followed behind that and said, oh, y'all got the Moab, huh? Russia made the Foab, the father of all bombs. So the point is, the Lord got Russia topping everything America doing, and not just that, but not just topping what America doing. Russia got other nations following behind them. They have a whole army behind them. America about to be left alone. Right. No more allies. The enemy's go be against you. You gonna be by yourself. Now, what that's gonna look like? That's why we go well understand when it says it's gonna be a overload of missiles or warheads that's gonna hit this place, man.
Right.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, go back to that to the map. Now, as it says in Jeremiah, what it says, shoot at her, spare no arrows. Now, if brother, you don't mind, just add up all the missiles right there. We know what. Look, I'll try to do it here.
I got you. Now I got you. You keep talking.
Yeah, brother. Add up everything to the right side, right? So America got 5,000. Don't add them in there, but add up Russian missiles, North Korea, trying to all them up together, and then I'll get that Jeremiah, brother.
And this is what they got calculated.
Right. That they know of.
I got you. Look.
Yeah, to get the number.
You see it? 7,583.
Right, yeah, warheads. That's just what we know of, you know. But they said that just one of those missiles, man, can destroy a city. America, look, they said that Russia, America got over 4,000, nuclear warheads. One warhead can destroy a city, man. America only got like 300 some cities, I believe. They said 200 some cities. So If Russia got 4,000, they can like the dude gonna said in the video, they can overload. Just in case somebody else, try to escape out of Houston, they can send some more missiles and make sure everything in Houston get wiped out.
Straight up, bro.
And around Babylon. This is why the scriptures say what it says, man. This is the Lord's doing, bro. Okay? And look, the people can't understand this. They don't understand that the Most High God, He the one got these nations ready and prepared to get these missiles off, man. To bomb Babylon the Great. All right, but I read this Jeremiah right here first, brother. And then we can keep it moving on. This is Jeremiah 50, starting verse 13. It says, because the wrath of the Lord, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that go about Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at all her plagues. Because these missiles going to do damage, man. They're going to be in awe, as it says in the scripture. It says in Revelation 18, they're going to wail for her.
Man.
Going to be bombarded, man.
They're going to say, Jesus, take the wheel.
Verse 14 says, put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she has sinned against the Lord. So all these nations are going to turn their missiles towards Babylon, man, and shoot at her and spare not one missile, bro. It's going to be an overkill. One missile can do damage, man. Bro, if one nuclear missile hit America, it can throw off the temperature, all right, the food chain, everything going to be thrown off. If just one missile hit Babylon the Great, man. So imagine Russia shooting all 6,000.
Man.
Then you got China. Okay, the UK. That's just the UK. Okay, they ain't talking about the other NATO countries. Right, where, they have France, right? Because France, they the top, outside of America, they the top, military outside of America over there in Europe, man. This is real deal, man. Okay? Go ahead, brother. You got something?
I got a quick one.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, Doc.
Because we mentioned that field to the full. And I know you like to go into that the Lord swore will be bathed in heaven. Real quick, this talking about those missiles hitting America. This Isaiah 34, and I'm going to share my screen because I want to go into a definition too. I think it's sharing. Isaiah 34, and straight to the point, verse 4.
Oh, yeah, zoom in, brother.
Okay.
Just so I can see it.
Isaiah 34 and 4, it says, here we go. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, like she showed in this video. When the missiles hit, that scroll rolling together.
Right.
Yes. I'm going to go back to the point we at. But look, you see right there? Rolled together as a scroll. That's them clouds, them Icbm missiles hitting, and then you see that mushroom cloud going up. But it says, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as the fallen fig from off the fig tree. And that's talking about those missiles coming down. And check this out, verse 5. It says, for my sword, and these missiles are part of the Heavenly Father's armory, his army, man. So this sword he talking about is those missiles. It says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven, and behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Now, the point I want to get is this word bathe. And that's the brother Zion Allah going too often. Is H7301 Rawa. And it's to saturate or satiate, right? Now, when you go into these words, I got it right here. Let's go into satiate, right? It's gonna go to fill to the full, all right? Over. Let's go to etymology online. It's gonna go to overload. So when the Lord shoot these missiles off, it's gonna be a bombarding of missiles. So that's that word satiate. It says to fill to repletion. What that mean? Repletion. It says to excess. Right. The condition of being filled up or overcrowded. Come on, man. So the Lord will overcrowd America with missiles. It says to feed, to nourish to the full. to fill, to satisfy. It says, look at this, to fill beyond or over natural desire, man. It's going to be an overkill.
Right.
The percent is going to be an overkill. And it's just the number of missiles we see on the screen that they know of. We don't know how many missiles that these different nations got that we don't know of.
Right.
The ones in the submarines. You see the missiles and submarines. The ones in the desert. They probably just count the ones in these cities that these people got. But the Lord overfill America with missiles and fire, man.
Right. Hey, look, you mind read? I'll read the next verse. That's what the next verse say what it says for.
Yup. Let me go back to it.
Isaiah.
Let me go back to it. So Isaiah 34 and 5 again, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. So everything will be shot off, overkill. Right. So they're going to be shot up into heaven. It says, behold, it shall come down. Icbm, they will go from one continent to another. They shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats and with the fat of kidneys and of rams. And when they mention these animals, that's symbolic for the people that's in this land. It says, for Yahweh have a sacrifice in Basra and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. You got a
great slaughter. This is the Most High God will, man. What we're doing right now through the Holy Spirit is making these scriptures known unto you, showing you visuals, going into words, man, of what Isaiah saw. Right, go ahead, Doc.
Like, yeah, hey, I know this. I know these definitions because you always go into it, Doc. So, hey, again, we're going to the overkill, right? The law will do to America. This is that word saturate. In the Edamon, it says to satisfy, to fill to the full. But look at this one. And what missiles look like? A penetrating instrument, right?
Right.
In other words, a penis penetrating the hole, the version. It says to impregnate or unite with until no more can be received. Spare no arrows. Come on, bro. You can't make it up. So when it says, my sword shall be bathed in heaven, saturated. In other words, every missile that's made gonna be shot off. They're gonna be used.
Right.
To what? To impregnate or unite with until no more can be received, until America be utterly destroyed, man.
Right.
It says oversupply. You got it. Right? Come on.
I'm say because America is a virgin, right? She that virgin daughter, right? She never been touched. Well, she's gonna be touching this time. Man. And these missiles gonna grape you, America. They're gonna grape you. We're gonna use the word grape.
Grape.
These missiles gonna grape you, America.
Shout out to Fresh and Fit. They were grape.
Grape. Yeah. Hey, yeah. In other words, these missiles gonna, as a nigga said in the world, they're gonna run a train on you, America. They're gonna be an overload of missiles, man, to destroy you devils. Okay. To get rid of Babylon the Great, man.
That's it.
Because this is a wicked society. Okay? Go ahead, brother, back in that video. Because they either might finna go into some stuff, man. Listen to what he gonna say. And then we're gonna go into some more scriptures. Just confirming that the scripture already done said this stuff, man. This is why we give our praise to Yahweh Shema Shah for his word, man. This is how we know the Most High God is true. Okay? The Most High is real because of his word, man. There is no way in hell that Jeremiah could have known what's going on today if the Heavenly Father didn't show him, man. Ezra, all right, Isaiah. How did they know this stuff, man? And wrote about it, all right? Because the Lord gave them the understanding, man. Gave them the visions, okay? And we're here to break them down through the Spirit of the Lord, man. Go ahead, Doc.
That's right. Bring it out.
Bring it out. Go ahead.
Well, IUIC said bring it out for everything, bro.
Oh, screaming.
The nigga say Khan, and the nigga say bring it out. So like, let me go on mute out.
Weapons of higher yield. And so the Russian and the American weapons, there's about 2,000 that are actually deployed and could potentially be fired very quickly. And the other 2,000 you mentioned are in storage. and it'd take quite a while to bring those out. But even a small number of these weapons is incredibly dangerous. So Russia only has 200 cities with 100,000 people. The United States only has 300 cities with more than 100,000 people in them. So it doesn't take very many weapons to attack every city in the opposing country. So we, right now, with 2,000 weapons, we can attack.
Did you hear what he said? Right, it's my echo, brother. Yeah, did you hear what he said? He said Russia got, 200 cities. America got 300 cities. But Russia got 6,000 warheads. America got 5,000. And those just, look, brother, it's those missiles, they contain multiple warheads. So brother added up, he added up, all them nations together, it was 7,000. But it's warheads inside those warheads, man. So who knows how many is in there? It's just one missile, but it's stuff that's contained inside those missiles, man. So it's going to be an overkill, okay? This is real. Look, man, this is real, all right? He finna go into it, man. These missiles finna do damage, bro. Go ahead, Doc.
If I can add, Doc, and we talking about ICBM missiles. Now check this out, Doc. That's going to do the ultimate damage, but who knows? It might be other missiles, hypersonic missiles that shot too, just to give a little, a little spark to the flame. Because look, whatever missiles the Lord want to use, he can use. We talking about ICBMs, the one who could destroy a whole land. These other nations might shoot smaller missiles too. Who knows, bro? Whatever they got, they're gonna shoot off. Remember, the Lord said, "Spare no arrows."
Right. Hey, those hypersonic missiles are ICBMs as well.
Okay, calm, bro. Calm.
Yeah, those hypersonic missiles, they're damn near deadlier, but they just travel fast. They can get there all right faster than the Chief Keef song. they move fast, player.
Yeah,
they move very fast. Okay, faster than that Family Guy episode. They will get here. Okay. They said less than 20 minutes. They alone, bro. Imagine 20 minutes in your mind. Like you can't get 20 minutes.
We do lessons longer than 20 minutes.
20 minutes, right? Come on, man.
We've been going 42 minutes already, and we ain't even get into everything we need to go into. And America will be destroyed in an hour. So in about 20 minutes from now, America will be destroyed fully. You know what I mean? Like,
finished. America gonna be destroyed faster than the Israelite video, brother. Go ahead.
Cool.
Faster than the count video. Right, go ahead, brother.
God.
Or the U.S. and Russia could attack each city with more than 100,000 people in it with 8 nuclear weapons. This is ridiculous because one nuclear weapon is enough to destroy a city. So there's a vast amount of overkill in these weapons.
And could you help us understand, or if you could elaborate on the term nuclear winter, how it's caused and how far-reaching are the implications?
Right. So what happens in a nuclear explosion is there's a bright burst of light. It's like bringing a piece of the sun down to the ground. And that bright burst of light can start everything on fire. There's also a blast wave that comes out and knocks down buildings and ruptures gas lines and things like that, which can cause additional fires. So when you look at the debris around Hiroshima, it wasn't caused by the bomb blast. It was caused by a firestorm that released 1,000 times the energy of the bomb from burning everything in that city. So what concerns us as climate scientists is that all those fires are going to generate a gigantic amount of smoke. And that smoke will rise into the upper atmosphere and into the stratosphere where it never rains. We've actually seen this happen twice in the last couple of years from large fires in Australia and in British Columbia, where smoke from fires went into the stratosphere and they stayed there, the smoke, for a year, and it could be easily observed by satellites. But in the case of a nuclear conflict, we would have thousands of times more smoke than from these forest fires. And the smoke will absorb sunlight, in the stratosphere and keep it from reaching the lower atmosphere where we live. So we think a war between NATO and Russia will reduce the amount of sunlight reaching the ground by about 80%. There'll be about 20% of the light left. And as a consequence, there would be rapid cooling at the Earth's surface. And so at mid-latitudes, for example, in the Ukraine and Iowa, which are major grain-growing regions, we think the temperatures would drop within a few weeks below freezing. And there wouldn't be a day in the next 2 years in which it wasn't below freezing. So it'd take a couple of years to get above freezing. This would totally eliminate agriculture at mid-latitudes. And it would cause problems even in countries at lower latitudes, depending on how they grow their crops and what crops they have. So we took the climate calculations that we have for this war between NATO and Russia. We looked at every country in the world to see how they would be affected. And basically what we found is that Russia would lose 98% of its population by the second year. The United States would lose about 96 or 97% of its population. China would lose about 98% of its population. Canada would lose 98% of its population. They all have it in common that they're relatively high latitude countries. It's already cool. They already have short growing seasons. Their agriculture would be eliminated. If you look at places.
Yeah, I go to the thing so that it want to echo.
You got it.
Yeah, as he said, man, these missiles get shot off. He said Russia gonna lose 98% of their population. America 96, 97. That's just what his little mind can come up with, right? Esau's little mind can come up with that, bro. There will not be a soul in Babylon the Great, man, that will be left alive. Okay, nobody on the source of America will not make it past this nuclear holocaust, man. Okay, it's not going to happen, man, because the Lord said so, and we're going to show you the precepts. It's multiple precepts to show that this place will not be inhabited by man. So all this aftermath stuff that Esau talking about, they ain't gonna happen, man. Because he going into the aftermath, of it being cold, the people free. Look, bro, you on Babylon the Great soil, it's a wrap for you, man. Now, granted, according to the scriptures, there will be people, all right, left alive after the nuclear destruction, man. But I'm talking about here in America. Nobody will be alive in this country, man. I don't care how many bunkers you have. I don't care if you go into a mountain range. It doesn't matter. The scriptures say that it will not be inhabited by man. We're going to prove that through precept. But you got one out?
Nah, you got it, bro.
Okay, go ahead. All right, bet. I got it. This is Isaiah chapter 13.
Out of spirit.
Go ahead, then. I get another one.
Where you want me to start at? Because I was going to start at
19.
Okay. Shit. So I was going to start at 17. That's cool?
Oh, yeah, you got it, brother.
Isaiah 13 and 17. It says, behold, I will stir. And you got it, bro, if you want to chime in. Isaiah 13 and 17, it says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them.
Right. The Medes, in the scripture, brothers and sisters, is representing Russia. Okay. And they're being stirred up right now with their Nord Stream 2 pipeline being destroyed, man. It's just adding fuel to the fire. Okay. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. It says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Right, yeah. They don't want no money. Okay, they don't want no deals, no treaties. They don't want none of that, man. They're going to shoot the missiles, bro. And this is going to be real, okay? All this playing, TikTok videos, Instagram, OnlyFans, Snapchat, okay? It's going to all be irrelevant. Those missiles get shot off, you can hang it up, man. You can hang it up, bro. If you're not in them chariots, it's going to be bad for you, player.
Straight up.
This is why we're doing in hopes to be delivered, because we know the afterlook. We know the Lord going to do. This is why we're so adamant, man. This is why we out here saying, look, man, this is coming down the pipe to give the warning. Because if you think that this is going to be sweet, player, it ain't going to be sweet, my guy. Man, the Most High God finna get down. And look, we're not even talking about the fire that Yahweh coming with, because he coming with fire too. Right. We just strictly talking about the missiles right here, man. So this is what the missiles going to do. Imagine what the fire Yahweh coming with, man. So just top it off.
Heavenly fire.
Heavenly fire. Some fire that your ass don't want no parts of, player. Real talk. Go ahead, brother.
Man, it says Isaiah 13 and 18. It says their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces. They shall have no pity of the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children.
Right. Their bows shall dash young men to pieces. Though Icbm'S, man, like you see there in that video. They come to do a bunch of destruction, man. Here in Babylon the Great. Okay. Russia is a major part in destroying America, man. They play a major part in it. Okay, but American allies, they're going to shoot at her too. Go ahead, brother.
Isaiah 13 and 19. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, which is America. So you got
to say me. So it's showing you who it's talking about. Babylon the Great. The missiles going to dash the young man to pieces. They're going to wipe out everything here, man. This is not a game. Yep. Isaiah is telling you what's going to happen in the future, in the near future. Okay, because we ain't got that much longer, man. Go ahead, Doc.
It says, Isaiah 13 and 19, and Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah.
Right. This place going to be like the Heavenly Father did Sodom and Gomorrah. He rained fire from heaven on the ancient cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, man.
I got you.
Go ahead, brother.
This Isaiah 19 and 23. And the sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered
Genesis.
Like I'm tripping. Genesis, what I said?
You said Isaiah.
Genesis 19 and 23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zoar, and then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew up on the ground.
All the inhabitants of the city. Keep that in mind.
Woo! He did say that.
Did nobody make it out but Lot? And we hope to be in Lot's stead, man. Go ahead, brother.
Hey, and look, how Lot made it out. The angels had to grab him and take him out.
Had to take him out, right?
When those, and look, it said he rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah fire and brimstone. Telling you the fire came from the heavens. Same thing today. Those missiles with that fire and brimstone will come from the heavens. And the only way for us to make it out is like Yahweh Shai said, Matthew 24. He shall send his angels with the sound of a great trumpet and gather his elect. The same way Lot made it out of that fire and escape, by what the angels taking them out the city, the same way we hope to make it out today. The angels and Yahweh Shai taking us out, America and all the countries where we scattered before that fire hit, man.
Right, get bent into those chariots, man.
Straight up.
Bro, look, man, we're going to have to get saved out of this because people going to be getting, bro, these missiles going to wipe out everything, man. Hey, this is why Psalm 91 says what it says. I'll get it real fast, brother. Yeah, Psalm 91, man. Because the elect ain't gonna look, they're gonna be destroyed in this fire, bro. I'll get right to the point here. This is Psalms chapter 91. And I read verse 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
So that fire ain't gonna touch the elect, man. But those who ain't of the elect, they're going to be dropping by the thousands, man. Those who didn't believe, right? Your family members. Look, Lot's wife got put to death, man. Because she didn't believe. You think it's a game where the Lord don't look? As it said in the scripture, the Lord not respect the person, boy.
Right.
This is real. Lot's wife got put to death because her heart was in ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. She loved that place, man. Right?
It was fun to her.
Right, it was fun to her. Okay? Lot's sons-in-laws. Lot, when he gave his sons-in-law, he said, look, man, the Lord finna destroy Sodom. They thought he was playing games. The same thing today, man. We tell our family members, we tell, certain people, man, hey, look, bro, repent, man. Look, we Israelites. Stop doing abomination. Keep these laws, man. Believe on your Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay? America about to be destroyed real soon. Jake think we batshit crazy, man. Man, look, we got a dress on and you screaming downtown looking crazy. Okay, we can look crazy in your eyes, man. But when these missiles get shot off, nigga, we're gonna see who the crazy ones is.
Then shall they know that a prophet have been among them.
It's gonna be too late. You have 20 minutes to think. You have 20 minutes to think, nigga.
That's that Isaiah 6, when Isaiah said, Lord, how long they gonna be blind? And the Lord said, till the cities be wasted without inhabitants.
Right. Yeah, nigga. So, hey, man, you brothers and sisters who have this truth, hold on to it, man. Because your life and salvation depends on it for all of us, man. Fight, brother. You got to keep on fighting, brother. It's going to get harder, man, because we're approaching the end. It's going to get harder, man. Very uncomfortable, all right? This CBDC coming out of the pipe, man. This ain't no joke, bro. Esau from the real deal. He finna hip the whole world. Go ahead, brother, with that video. Finish out that video, then we'll jump into that cashless chaos, brother.
I get the brother Yana by precept.
Oh, yeah, come, yeah. I was just reading that.
I can, I go off on a comment, boy. Y'all but my shot, brother. Thumb.
Yeah, hey, brother, shalom, brother. Hey, look, I hope you're feeling better, brother. Lord willing, we'll see you soon, man. Hopefully, Lord willing.
That's a mighty man, knock. That brother feeling.
Right, yeah.
That's King David and Yahweh Shai friend right there.
Right.
We get this brother, his comment, 1/3 whole feet. Like he says, some ICBMs can carry up to 14 warheads each with in the actual missile, and there can carry between 3 to 12 each, man. Come on.
Hey, boy, man, it says in the scriptures, I have created the smith that boiled the coals in the fire, man.
Yeah.
The Lord gave them men an understanding to put those weapons together like that, bro. And they know that them weapons are dangerous, man. They know they're dangerous. This is why America do what they do. Cause look, they'll use it on you, bro. America don't care. They will use it on you, boy. Japan, look at Japan. They did that to Japan.
Hey, Revelation 13, that's how they put the fear into these other nations by causing fire to come down on the earth, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Right, NATO, right?
And look, that's how these other nations able to talk shit because they got the same weapons. Joel weak now saying they strong because they got the weapons, all right?
Right.
So they do things daily, man.
No, I'm gonna say North Korea keep on testing out their missiles, man.
Come on, man.
They keep shooting missiles out almost every day.
Practicing.
Yeah, but they don't care what America got to say. Cause guess what? If you didn't know, man, North Korea tied in with China, man.
Straight up. And China tied in with Russia.
Right. And Iran tied in with Russia, man.
Hey,
okay.
BRICS.
BRICS, right, yeah.
You got Brazil, Russia, Iran.
No, it's India, I believe. I believe it's India.
Yeah, Brazil, Russia, India,
South China,
and South Florida and China.
You said South Florida.
South Africa.
Africa, yeah, Africa, yeah. Those are Africa, yeah.
South Africa.
They South Florida. Hey, look, Florida getting bombarded with the
I guess that's a spirit there.
Yeah, hurricane, man. And look, may the Lord protect all the brothers and sisters out there, man.
South Florida.
South Florida, yeah.
Yeah, everybody got their BRICS, man.
Yeah, BRICS. Yeah, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa.
South Africa, yup.
Hey, guess what? Iran trying to join them though, man. They're trying to join them and other nations as well, So go ahead, brother.
God, that shit funny. This was the brother Yanaba, Wisdom of Solomon 5:23. It says, "Yeah, a mighty wind shall stand up against them, and like a storm shall blow them away. Thus iniquity shall lay waste the whole earth, and ill dealing shall overthrow the thrones of the mighty."
Yeah. Hey, man. So that mighty wind gonna do damage by those ICBM'S, So finish that video out, brother. And then we'll go to the next video. Yeah.
Places like Indonesia and Thailand, they lose 50 to 75% of their population. And an important assumption in here is that transport stops because whatever people find to grow, they keep because their populations are starving. So this would be very bad for a country like Singapore, which doesn't grow much food and it's totally dependent on food transport. So basically, probably no one would send any food to Singapore in a situation like this. they would keep it for themselves. We think that of about 6 billion people that were assumed in this model, that 5 billion would die within the second year, and things would continue to be bad for several more years.
Let's stand it that one.
Hey, look, brother, play it all the way out, and look at the news anchor faces, man.
Okay, come.
After he got done talking, look at their faces.
Right.
5 billion would die within the second year, and things would continue to be bad for several more years.
All right, Professor, I'm afraid we have to leave it there for now. But thank you very much for your expertise. That was Owen Brian Toon, professor at Atmospheric and Oceanic Sciences, and also the fellow at the Laboratory for Atmospheric and Space Physics at the University of Colorado Boulder.
Man, come on, bro.
Right. I said, Gook look tripped out. He do.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't, look, they minds their cogitation, as the scriptures say, messing with them, man. There's a big word for you Negroes out there, like, who like big words. Cogitation, brother. Yeah, man. Hey, this is real, man. Okay? But brothers and sisters, before all that what happened that we talked about happens, this CBDC got to happen first. This CBDC, this CHIP got to be implemented before all that we went into in this hour. Before that happens, this MOTB has to be implemented, and these people got to get that CHIP, man. So we're gonna play this video, let this girl, so go into it, and Lord willing, be edifying. All right.
Yeah. Do you want to play this one first since it's shorter?
Cool. Right. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Can I play it? And chime in whenever.
Yeah, just let them just play. It's some real short. So so let them play through.
You fucking people. So you didn't think that Biden was going to turn us into communist fucking China? Well, he just signed an executive order to get rid of cash and put us all on a digital fucking currency. So that.
Salakia, I can't help but to realize what we all been talking about this whole time, fire. And she talking about the CBDC in the background of the video. Fire. Fire. So what does CBDC, the MOTB gonna lead to? Fire.
Right.
Come on, man. Salakia, I just had to point that out.
Set this thing on fire.
Right.
A Lil Wayne song.
Alicia Keys song.
Yeah.
This girl is on fire. Yeah.
Yeah. My mom always told me I was crazy.
You fucking people. So you didn't think that Biden was going to turn us into communist fucking China? Well, he just signed an executive order to get rid of cash and put us all on a digital fucking currency. So that means that they're going to be able to track every fucking thing that we do, and we're about to be twinning with Beijing fucking China. Here, check this clip out and see what America's about to look like. Yeah, good fucking job.
A little bit far-fetched, and you might be thinking that this kind of authoritarian control over your money is not going to be anything that we'll see in the future. Unfortunately, this is already implemented in the world. In China, the government is already able to program what its citizens can and cannot spend their money on. Over the last few years, they've limited millions of people's ability to buy things like train tickets, passports, and luxury goods. They're able to do this because of China's intense social credit system that links each person's identity and actions to their bank account. account, allowing the government to see and to control everything a citizen does with their money. And it seems like the West is paying attention. In nations like Sweden, South Africa, and Canada, trials of programmable central bank currencies are already underway. In fact, almost half of the world's nations are at some stage of implementing this kind of programmable money, meaning no matter where in the world you live, this technology is likely only a few years away. Okay, so how does programmable money tie in with the personal carbon limit? Well, it all comes down to whether or not you've gone over your monthly usage. And if you have, there are two possible case scenarios for that. The most openly talked about penalty for a person going over their individual carbon limit is that they'd simply get charged for doing so, just the same as what happens to large companies today. Taken too many car trips this month, or bought a little bit too much meat. In that case, you'd simply get a bill at the end of each month from your government so you can pay the price of being a naughty citizen. As your entire carbon usage would be tracked by a government CBDC, there would be no way to hide how much carbon you've used. And since they now also hold the keys to your money, they won't even need to send you a bill for your excess usage. Potentially, they'll just automatically pull your fine from your bank account.
So you heard it, man. Oh, it's echo, brother. Yeah, so you heard it, man. Joe Biden signed that executive order, man, for the Federal Reserve to go digital. Okay. If you read the dollar bill in your pocket, it says Federal Reserve notes. That's finna be gone. So ain't no more putting money on your head, Jake. Right? You know, Jake do the little sleeve money stuff out.
Yeah, with the phone, the money phone.
Yeah.
Kodak Black with it on his arm and his leg.
Oh, yeah. That's how the window, Negro. I wonder what y'all gonna be doing now. Flashing your hand, yeah, nigga. Look at my
niggas can't do no underground shit no more. Niggas you can't sell your little ace, you know?
Yeah.
Grams for $10. No, you gotta get digital now.
They're going digital, man.
You know, niggas don't want when they doing wickedness out there, want their shit to be digital.
Right.
What they say? Well, I don't want nobody to track me, just give me cash.
Right, yeah.
Cash.
Right. Yeah. Well, Jack said, I said Jack. Jake like to talk about that tax-free money. Well, the CBDC can get rid of that tax-free money. Every single transaction will be traced by the CBDC through blockchain, man. Every transaction gonna be traced by the CBDC through the blockchain. This is real, brothers and sisters. Okay, the other Israelite camps talking mad out here in Israel, man. You guys are talking mad, bro. Your breakdown of Revelation 13, 16, and 17 is wrong. Is what we're saying it is, man. Not because we just, so right or holy. It's the Holy Spirit, man, that has revealed what it is, bro. It's that C-hip. And look, bro, you have to be a blind fool not to see that, man, when the infrastructure is being laid down. They're talking about it openly at the World Economic Forum in Davos, man. You got several news clips, okay, about this stuff, man. People talking about this. They see what's happening. If you got money in Babylon the Great, man, like some real money, you know where this thing is heading, bro. Lil Baby said he ain't flashing money no more. He said he going digital,
Right.
So for him, and he got 100 million, it's like, he got $100 million or something like that. He said he got. So he got something. Ain't a lot, but it's a lot, here in Babylon, so he got somewhat insight on where this thing is heading. Because why would a nigga just come out and say that, bro?
A nigga at that,
A nigga, and they always around them billionaire Edomites, bro. They always around, so going to little private little, mansion parties with them, talking to Esau. Esau putting them on game. This is real. Hey, look, bro, go ahead,
And look, just real quick, as the brother was speaking, and two, what we do a lot of times as we go live through the spirit, of course, but that when we speak on stuff, we look it up look it up as we speaking on it, and we always find articles to back up what we saying. To further prove we not just saying shit, bro. Like this is actually happening on the earth. And as the brother was saying, America is working on that digital dollar just as every other nation. Just real quick, and it's from the whitehouse.com. It says fact sheet. It says White House releases first ever comprehensive framework for responsible development of digital assets. This is the way the world is going. And who is he? As a scripture in Second Ezra, what, 15 to 16? Who is he that could turn it back?
Right.
Who can stop this new wave, this, how Klaus Schwab said, the fourth revolution.
Right.
Who can stop this? It gotta happen. Not because we say so, because prophecy say so. Everybody gonna have to be caused. I'm gonna read a little bit of it, Ak, and you got it, bro. It says the digital assets market has grown significantly in recent years, right? Because it's time to go digital. It says millions of people globally, including 16% of adult Americans, have purchased digital assets, which reached a market capitalization of $3 trillion. I'm gonna get straight to the point. Right here. It says digital assets present potential opportunities to reinforce United States or U.S. leadership in the global financial system. And a couple months ago, I think Lamar did a video on this when Joe Biden said how the world is going to a new world and how America got to be the leaders of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mind you, this article was put out September 16th, recent. This month. So what we did a lesson on months ago, the article that was put out this month is backing up what we brought out months ago, right?
Right.
America want to be the leaders of it. That's why in Revelation 13 it says he cause of all.
Right.
The whole and the beast system. So it says digital assets present potential opportunities to reinforce U.S. leadership in global financial system and remain at the technological frontier, man.
Right.
To be the leaders of the new world, in other words. You got it, bro.
Right. And as the elder brother from Dallas said, the elder brother Ariala, he said they're gonna go to war over this fourth industrial revolution, man, trying to gain control. They're gonna fight over it, man, over this new world order. All right, trying to outdo the next, man. It's going to lead to all-out nuclear hell taking place, man. This is real, okay? People out here in the world playing around, all right? People not focused, are going about their daily lives. But people catching hell, too, but they ain't just feeling it yet, man. These plagues are coming, and the ultimate plague is the MOTB, man. I mean, it's like it's the Icbm'S missiles, man. But this MOTB has to be implemented before that happens. Go ahead, Doc.
And I just want to put that the link to Elder Ariala, because he go live on Elder Yashawama backup page. I just want to put that link in the chat. So, brothers, if y'all want to get caught up on what's going on as far as the economy, or the currency, so on and so forth, man, check out Elder Ariala and the elder brother Required Kwam,
right? Yeah,
from London. They go into it, man. And again, man, that further prove. Come on, bro. Like, but the Lord brought so many men from different point of lives, different point of views into Great Millstone. So where we get every single spectrum of everything, bro.
Right.
Reporting on everything constantly. You see, but I'm gonna put that chat so y'all can check out that backup page. Hit that bell icon, because they go live. They go live and they update on the currency, update on the new news that's going on within the Global Economic Forum, so on and so forth. Man, follow that.
Please, please watch it, man, because I know I learned a lot from them two elders. I mean, a whole lot.
Straight up.
I know. Look, I don't think I ever heard the word what is it? Geopolitics until I watched them brothers.
What's
I never heard
the
the word before.
What's the elder brother Required Quan page? GMS
Fear the Most High 7 Ba.
I got you right here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that in the chat too, so brothers can have it, man. Tune in, chime in. You know what I'm saying? I see it's right here. I got the dial one. But nevertheless, we can continue. I just want to put that for brothers who may not know, you know what I mean?
Right. You can new brothers and sisters always coming in. Come on.
That's him right there. That's the other brother right there in the UK, you know?
Right here in the UK, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, brother bless, you know, to go through geopolitics, you know, science. Yeah.
Look, the first video on this page right here, extra Mark of the Beast, MOTB.
Right.
That's a backup page, but nevertheless, if I can find his okay, here it is. Boom, there it is. I want to put in the chat for y'all brothers, man.
Right.
But you got it out.
Come. Yeah, man. Hey, look, brothers, and you sisters out there, bro. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, man. Okay, being in this truth, man. This is a blessing. All right. And we so excited because we have understanding, man. We have wisdom. It's because of wisdom that we know what's going on the planet Earth, man. If we go out and talk to the average person how we talking right now, you think they understand us, brother?
Hell no.
No, sir. No, sir. We'll sound crazy to them, but those who are in the know, they're being intrigued by our conversation. Now, these people, you know, these people so-called who are in the know, you know, so-called who are, you know, so-called woke, they have a carnal understanding of what's going on. They don't know the spiritual aspect. That's what the prophet step in at. We go into the spiritual aspect of what the physical is doing.
That's it.
The scriptures do that. This is why, look, brother, this is why if you have this understanding, brother, man, hold on to it because your life and salvation depends on it, man. It's through wisdom that we know this, okay? And I get that precept to prove that real fast, brother. And then, you know, we get it cracking and let my girl talk right there.
Yeah.
Hold on. This is Wisdom of Solomon. All right. Chapter 8. And I get straight to the point. It says,
yeah, I'll be right back, out.
Come. This Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, verse 8, it says, if a man desire much experience, she knoweth things of old. And if she is talking about wisdom, all right, that's the she that's being referred to in the scripture. It says, and conjureth aright what is to come. She knoweth the subtleties of speeches, right? We can tell when somebody are BSing around, you know what I'm saying, trying to hide their true intentions. Through wisdom, we find you out, man. Brothers do it all the time on the highways and the byways, man. People come up to us, with a hidden agendas, but through wisdom, we find out what they're about, man, and then send them up the street. You know, it says, and can expound dark sentences. She foreseeth signs and wonders, and the events of season and times. So through wisdom, we understand, we foresee signs and wonders. And we're going into two great signs and wonders, man, of our time. The Icbm missiles and the C-HIP, okay, the MOTB. Those are two major signs that we have been covering, all right, for a minute. We've been covering it for a minute, just like on these little Thursday live shows, man.
I feel like every Thursday, I feel like we talk about the same thing.
Right. Almost.
It's the same thing with new articles, though, new information.
Right. New articles, new, a perspective, but the same breakdowns, same precepts. And it's just so it's interesting, man. Okay. This is beautiful, brother. I finished it out. Okay, yeah, I finished it out. Yeah. So go ahead, brother, the video, all right?
God. I'll go to this one right here.
Right, yeah, that one, yeah.
And let me know when you want to chime in.
And Bitcoin expert Leah Halpern. He joins me to break social commentator and Bitcoin expert Leah Halpern. He joins me to break down the potential digital cash nightmare looming and how it could be used to force eco-extremism on all of us. Hi, Leah.
Hi, good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Okay, so are we talking here about the complete elimination of cash? If we had some spare notes under the mattress, would they be worth anything?
They could be worth something, but equally they could also be worth nothing. We don't really know yet whether cash would be not accepted in certain stores. But what we do know is that central bank digital currencies are certainly coming. We saw the president of the European Central Bank, Christine Lagarde, she was talking about them coming this week, even in the US. Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, was also talking about the lack of anonymity that a central bank digital currency would have. And we also know earlier this year at Davos, they were talking about the tyrannical nature of a central bank digital currency, and that a new Bill of Rights, something sort of to that effect, would have to be drawn up to ensure that people's rights and liberties aren't impinged on. That doesn't give me any confidence in the future of it, because we know that whatever kind of Bill of Rights is drawn up, they'll just, throw it in the bin, a bit like they did with the Nuremberg Code and the vaccines, when you're not allowed to coerce people into taking foreign substances.
That's right. Remember when the philosophy of doctors was first do no harm? That went out the window with the vaccine, didn't it, Leah? And let's talk about who wants this. Who's pushing for a cashless society? Is it our government? Is it other governments? Or is it an unelected elite?
Well, I believe it is the unelected elite, which is in control of all governments. So the World Economic Forum are talking about actually bringing out a carbon allowance. So each individual in this world will be given a carbon allowance, which means there's a certain amount of carbon that they are allowed to emit. This is easily put into effect through a central bank digital currency, because the currency is programmable. It's digital, which literally means it can be programmed to be spent on certain things. And people might say, this sounds pretty crazy, but I think it's totally realistic. If you just look at the height of the COVID pandemic in Canada, for example, if you weren't vaccinated, you had to be chaperoned to go into certain stores to ensure that you only bought essential items, because you're unvaccinated and therefore you're dirty and dangerous. So with a central bank digital currency, what that basically means is it's a lot more efficient now to discriminate against people, because you don't need to have those COVID marshals. You just program the money so that unvaccinated people can't spend that money on certain items. There's also really another dangerous thing, which I just want to explain as well. The money can also actually expire. So what this means is during times of economic uncertainty, central banks actually like to print more money in order to stimulate the economy, because they need that money to change hands. So we could get to a situation whereby they say, okay, guys, for your greater good, of course, we need to stimulate the economy. If you don't spend, let's say, 10% of your current savings, what you have sitting in the bank, in the next 3 months, that money is going to expire. And that's pretty awful. It means, you can't build long-lasting generational wealth. It means you're forever a slave to the 9 to 5.
It sounds like the end of human rights, the end of personal autonomy, and the idea of a carbon allowance that essentially rations the number of flights we can take every year, possibly how much we drive our car, or if we own a car. It might even be that we can only have steak once a week. This is the extreme outlook if we are slaves to these digital currencies.
Absolutely. It's really concerning. And again, I always like to look back to what happened over the last 2 years. They literally limited how much time we were allowed to spend with our loved ones. We weren't allowed to go into hospital to see, elderly family that were dying and that were sick. So to think that they wouldn't limit what we're allowed to spend on certain items would simply be naive. You could go to fill up your car, but your central bank digital currency gets blocked or refused because, you bought too many plane tickets. And I don't think people understand the severity of this. Money is literally the energy which fuels your life. If you do not have freedom of money, you don't have freedom of anything. You can't buy that ticket to go to protest the lockdowns. You can't, feed yourself with the kind of food that you'd like to feed yourself. Maybe, your money only works to eat bugs because because you bought too much meat this week. So when you control the money, you control the world.
That's right. This is not science fiction. It's not a conspiracy theory, is it, Leah? The smiling fascist Justin Trudeau in Canada froze the bank accounts of truckers who were simply protesting against vaccine passports. And China has the social credit system. This is real. This is not a drill. Explain how it works in China and why we must resist.
So essentially, because China is that communist state, that communist nation, everything that you do is monitored and tracked. So if you say the wrong thing, you like the wrong thing on social media, on their version of social media, then you're given a credit score. And if your credit score falls too low because, you know, you held that wrong opinion, then your money will be refused. So you and I simply having this conversation could potentially bring our social credit score a little bit lower. So, you know, if I'd like to buy a plane ticket back to England so I can come on your show, or I can see my family, my CBDC, sorry, could get refused because I had this conversation with you, bringing my social credit score lower. It's a little.
Hey, Salakia, if I may, because what she going into, she's saying, look, and Shalom to the elder bro, Yashimaf, Shalom, Yahabashim Ashar Barakatah. You know, hey, Barakatam to all y'all brothers out there, man. That's what we're tuning in. But if I may, one thing she said is that if you speak contrary to the system that's being set up,
yes.
If you speak contrary to the ways of the new world, then your chip, your financials, everything will be cut off that easy. You could be cast out of society.
Right.
And I got it on deck whenever you want to get it, that Revelation 13. You see, because one of the definitions, as we went into a couple of weeks ago, is what? You could be separated from the existing world. You could be cast out. So what she's saying is backing up prophecy that was written thousands of years ago. Huh?
Yep. Yeah, man. They're gonna make it to where you're completely obedient to them. A carbon footprint, tracking everything you do. That's control.
That's that God mentality.
Right, yeah.
Yep,
he can do this.
He think he the most high.
Right. Bro, telling me that you can't, okay, this week you ate a hamburger, next week don't buy no hamburger.
All right, you gotta eat that bug burger.
Oh, yeah. Get your caterpillar burger, all right? Yeah. You finish. Hey, look, bro. Esau is crazy, bro. Esau is that crazy. See, people don't think that he's that crazy, bro. Esau is that crazy, man. All right, to make you eat a bug burger, man. They're promoting it, okay? Klaus Schwab was promoting it.
Man.
He said it, man. This is real, bro. All right, I'll let her finish it out, brother. Then we get some scriptures out.
The elder brother Yashimaf got a precept. You got it out. The Sirach 14:7. It says, and if he doeth good, he doeth it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. And if I can add, that's Revelation 13.
Right.
The whole time he been doing things and passing laws unwillingly, he been doing it as the lamb. But at the last, he gonna declare that he a dragon. Right. Revelation 13. Oh, we not reading this though.
Right.
Matter of fact, not reading it. Oh, we not living this though.
Living it, right? We're living it.
Living it. It was once upon a time America been speaking these good things. We're gonna help our citizens. We here for y'all. But now we seeing when it get down to what really matters in the nitty gritty, he about to show he a dragon and not a lamb. He about to show that when he was doing good, it was unwillingly. Just to reel you into his NWO, man.
Right. This is real, bro. And people gonna be like real deal bugging out that they can't go and buy a cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? People gonna bug out.
The Big Mac.
Yeah, you can go
rib, you know, the McRib seasonal. You gotta get
the seasonal, right?
Like a Jordan release. When the new Jordans come out, that's like a McRib coming out. You know?
Hey, it's real, man. Look, bro. Esau gonna program your money to where even if you try to go buy it, you won't be able to buy it, man. That's power. That's control, bro.
Hey, Salakia.
Go ahead.
You know, he already been setting them. You know, Esau do things by gradualism. He already got it to where if you got insufficient funds, your quarter decline.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you ain't pay your bill on time, your quarter decline. So now that was prepping the people for when you ain't acting right, your quarter gonna decline. When you ain't believing in what we saying, you speaking against it. When you go to buy, a candy from the grocery store, your car gonna decline. Right. He already been prepping people out to be in this NWO, that global reset, man.
Right.
Come on, man. The elder bro got one more precept out.
Yeah, get it. Let's go.
Ezekiel 28:6 and verse 7. And verse 6 says, therefore, thus saith Yahweh power, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of the Most High.
Like Esau said, his mind as if he's the heavenly Father, man. That's his pride, as it says inside the 2 Thessalonians, opposed to all that, you know what I'm saying, all that is called God, or who is worship, so that he as God sitting in the seat of God, showing himself that he is the Most High, man. This how this white boy get down through his science, man, because that's a new philosophy in the earth. Is science,
Right.
okay? Everything is about science and artificial intelligence, man. Just pay attention to what's going on in the earth, bro. Watch the local news.
Yeah.
They always talking about the damn AI, man, and the improvements. You know how more efficient it is inside the schools. Everything going digital, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yep. Verse 7 says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
As we went into earlier, man, those ICBMs.
Everything was early.
Yeah. Those ICBMs, man, they're gonna draw them swords against Babylon the Great. And they're gonna and they're gonna destroy this place, man. Okay. This is what we're heading to, brothers and sisters. Look, man, we are close. We're very close, man. Okay, a powerful precept, elder, powerful precept, man. Done. It's a powerful precept, bro. Got a head in my mind for countermount.
I gotta keep that in the arsenal.
Yeah.
Straight up, bro. Yeah. What else you had out?
Yeah. They're pretty much it. Yep, they're pretty much it, brother.
Okay, matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna post this video too because I know we're talking about Elder Ariala and them and the brother BA Batamaya. Yeah, Texas to me, just so brothers good, you know, again, keep up with the news. Now, this from one of the hair brothers in Dallas. He just did an algorithm video so we can keep up with what's going on within these nations, the countries, you know, the economic forum, so on and so forth. So here's a video, but again, keep up with that, man, so we can know what's going on within the world. You got it though, bro.
They break down geopolitics into, you know, a simple language for us to understand. You know, for the brothers who don't understand, you know, geopolitics, those brothers will break it down to where you can understand it, man. All right, because I don't know nothing about geopolitics, but I started watching them brothers. I started to pay attention to more things, you know, listening, you know, and taking notes, and the world around me started to become more and more clear, man. Because as a prince of the Most High, man, gods of the earth, we got to know how the world works, bro, and just understand life overall. How you're a king and you don't understand trade, you know, how things work, man.
Right.
You got to know that stuff, you know. Now it ain't, you know what I'm saying, it ain't no, oh man, I ain't no king if I don't know it. I'm you know, I'm just saying we got to understand how this stuff work, man, to understand prophecy. In so many words, you know. Go ahead, brother.
Now you got that definition of geopolitical, and even when you look at the picture, it showed a worldview, but with a chess game on it. You know what I mean? And that's the saying of the world. We ain't playing checkers, we playing chess. And that's what the world is, man, the whole chess game. And we got the best moves because we got the cheat codes from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh. But just to go into what you were saying, like geopolitical or geopolitics, it says it's relating to politics, especially international relations. Your allies, you know, who you make treaties with, so on and so forth. What's going on in foreign policy and how you gonna make deals. It says as influenced by geographical factors. And it says the struggle over the control of geographical entities with an international and global dimensions. And the prophet set up to not just watch what's going on in America, Chicago and Houston, Mississippi, California. No, the prophets, we watching over the whole world. So these geographical or geopolitic events concern us. We got to warn the sheep about everything, man. Because remember, we got sheep across the four corners. So we got to keep them updated on everything that's going on in the world. You see? But you got it, bro.
Right. Yeah, man. We got to watch everything. Right. The Lord told Jeremiah, I made you a prophet to the nation. So we watching everything, bro. You know, this internet, you know what I'm saying, keeps you on your toes. You watch everything going on and be like, man, hey, it can go down any day, bro.
Any day, dog.
Any day, dog. Yeah, man. So, hey, man, I don't really want a little longer, you know what I'm saying, than usual, but hey, it's a spirit, man. I pray that you brothers and sisters were edified. All right, once again, we're going to give our praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Chakadash. The honors unto the apostle and elders, a great millstone. Peace and blessings unto the elect. Keep fighting, keep pushing, brothers, man. Keep praying, because we at the end, bro. Shalom.
Shalom, man. The water to everybody who tuned in. You know, Yahweh Shem Shah Brakatham. Shalom.
The water to the precepts.
Shalom.